Hello, Bethlehem Township. I'm Bob Kenny, and I'm running for Township Committee. In my last video, I talked to you a little bit about the fiscal mismanagement that went on and how, when Walter Baumgartner was the mayor in 2020 and 2021, he depleted our surplus by over $2 million, claiming he was paying off our debt. But he only paid off $1.1 million of the debt, leaving us with over $900,000 in debt, making us say, where did the other money, the rest of the money go? So I'm going to talk about something and let you draw your conclusions. I know I have mine. When Walter Baumgartner became mayor in 2020, he had someone that he knew. It had been his brother-in-law's former girlfriend, and he had become friendly with her. He's admitted that. In 2019, she worked for Bethlehem Township. She actually occupied two positions for Bethlehem Township. She was our tax clerk, and she was our municipal planning board recording secretary. In working both those jobs, she worked full-time, 100% full-time, and she was making a combined salary for the two jobs of $45,262.58. When Walter Baumgartner became mayor in 2020, he gave her a raise of $13,021.60. That's a 28% raise, raising her salary for the two jobs to $58,284.18. A 28% raise in 2020. And if you look up the statistic, go on Google, you'll see that the United States government, for example, over the 10 years that preceded that, gave to the United States military an average of only 1.9% per year. Yet Walter Baumgartner gave this person, a friend of his brother-in-law's former girlfriend, a raise of 28%, $13,000 in 1 year. And if that's not enough, in 2021, Walter Baumgartner gave her another raise. This time, $19,165.68 for a total of $77,449, a 32.9% raise that year. So she got in 2 years, got a raise of $32,167.28. That's 71%. Mr. Baumgartner tried to justify it by saying, well, she was going to take on additional duties. She was going to become the DPW secretary. I want you to keep in mind that Walter Baumgartner's brother-in-law was the DPW superintendent. Walter Baumgartner's brother-in-law was the former boyfriend of this person. But in any event, we know, and he was questioned on this on the record, so if you go back and look at the municipal meetings, you'll see he got caught because she was already working full-time, and you can't work more than 100%. National labor law doesn't allow that. So what happened here was this friend of Baumgartner was given $32,167.28 raise over a 2-year period. Think about that. And you wonder where that other money went. And if that's not enough, talking about this same employee, there came a point in time when she filed what's called a tort claim notice. It's not a complaint, but it's a notice that she's going to file a complaint against Bethlehem Township. And amazingly, she was going to file a complaint against Mr. Baumgartner's political enemies. So the matter was given to the township's insurance company, and the insurance company accepted it and agreed that they would provide what's called indemnification. In other words, if there was any payment to be made on this claim, if it had any merit at all, it would be covered by insurance money, not Bethlehem Township money. In addition, the insurance company's obligation is to provide a defense counsel. So there was no defense costs associated with Bethlehem Township. The insurance company has to pay the defense costs. That's what your insurance does. It provides you defense and indemnity. So there's no cost in defending this claim. And the insurance company was very clear. They were willing to defend this claim as they saw no merit to it. It looked like what it probably was, a claim by Walter Baumgartner's friend to make a claim against his political opponents. The insurance company, however, doing what it does, and I've done an insurance defense work for 40 years, they offered to settle the case for what they refer to as nuisance value. Nuisance value means they have to pay their attorney to defend the case, and even if they win, there's a cost to them. So they figure if I can settle the case, if they can settle the case, they'll do so. And they were making a nuisance value offer to settle the case, but were willing to defend it. And it would have not cost Bethlehem Township any money to defend it. And even if they had lost the case, which they were unlikely to do, it wouldn't have cost Bethlehem Township any money because it was covered by insurance. But instead of that happening, even before a real complaint was filed, Mr. Baumgartner brokered a settlement that he pushed through with his two colleagues. And out of Bethlehem Township money, not insurance money, Bethlehem Township money, they settled the case for $187,000. Now, some of that money did come from the insurance company. As I understand it, $50,000 was given to pay her attorney's fees, and only $25,000 went to the money that was being given to her. So Bethlehem Township paid almost $160,000 to this former employee out of our taxpayer money, when not a dime of it would have been paid out of, if we'd have even lost the case, which they were unlikely to do, and no defense costs would have been associated with it. And if that wasn't enough, Walter Baumgartner pushed through the settlement that included that Bethlehem Township will pay for her medical coverage for the next 5 years. And then after she goes on to Medicare, Bethlehem Township will pay the gap coverage for what Medicare doesn't pay for when you get that extra coverage. I pledge to you that will not happen, at least not over my strenuous objection in making sure that every resident of Bethlehem Township knows about it when I'm elected to the committee. That was a waste of Bethlehem Township money that did not serve Bethlehem Township in any way, shape, or form. Mismanagement of our hard-earned tax money. I'll talk more in my next video about other problems with finances while Mr. Baumgartner was the mayor. Thank you very much for listening, and I would ask once again, I offer and I pledge to you, I will do my best for you, not for me, and not for my friends, for you. Thank you.